Morning, an officer-involved shooting occurred in the 3700 block of Elizabeth Street involving Riverside Police officers assigned to our Public Safety Engagement Team, or PSET, after a homeless man aimed a gun towards them. In Riverside County, all officer-involved shootings are investigated by an outside agency, in which this one will be led by the Riverside County Sheriff's Department Force Investigations Detail. You're about to see some relevant video and learn about other evidence and police procedures related to this investigation so you can have a better understanding of the facts as we know them right now. As a warning, some viewers may find portions of this video disturbing, and it is not suitable for children or those with sensitive needs. Body-worn video cameras are commonly worn at the chest level and capture a general perspective of the line of sight from that angle. As a reminder, the angles on the videos you are about to view are not necessarily the full perspective of what the officer saw at the time of the incident. This incident began at approximately 8:21 a.m. when members of the PSET team were checking on a business area along Elizabeth Street that is frequented by people experiencing homelessness. PSET consists of Riverside police officers, City of Riverside code enforcement officers, and social workers with CityNet, an organization contracted by the city to help address issues of homelessness. The PSET team receives daily lists of locations throughout the city where complaints involving the homeless, from quality of life issues, social resources necessities, vagrancy, and any criminal activity that is occurring. They respond to these areas in hopes to resolve the problems and offer assistance to those experiencing homelessness. As PSET arrived on Elizabeth Street to address these ongoing complaints, the officers saw 34-year-old Felix Jerry Marquez sitting on the steps to a closed business at this location. We later learned that Mr. Marquez had two outstanding warrants for his arrest. The first was a felony warrant for auto theft, and the second was a misdemeanor warrant for possession of stolen property. We also learned he had a substance abuse problem and became homeless over a year ago after a relationship with somebody ended. Mr. Marquez's criminal history included arrests for narcotics possession, public intoxication, resisting arrest, violation of a restraining order, under the influence of narcotics, trespassing, vandalism, vehicle theft, and possession of stolen property. The PSET team drove up to the location, and the two officers got out of their police car to contact and detain Mr. Marquez, but he noticed the officers and began to walk away in an apparent attempt to avoid them. As he was walking away, Mr. Marquez reached into his waistband and produced a handgun, and then raised it toward the officers, prompting an officer-involved shooting. One officer fired his duty weapon 6 times, and his partner officer fired twice. Mr. Marquez was struck and fell to the ground with the handgun partially under his body.
Come here. Let me see your hands. William 48, shots fired. Move over there. Sit down. Get over. William 48, shots fired. Elizabeth and Mag. There. Don't move. Stay inside. Stay inside. Get inside. He's got a gun. Hold on. No, you got the car. Hold on. William 48, shots fired. Move over there. Sit down. William 48, shots fired. Elizabeth and Mag. They heard it. Officers code 4, suspect down. Don't move. Stay inside. Stay inside. Get inside.
Now here is the video slowed down where you can see Mr. Marquez raising his gun towards the officers. Assisting officers arrived and developed a tactical plan to contact Mr. Marquez since the handgun was still underneath him. Once Mr. Marquez was moved away from the gun, paramedics with the Riverside Fire Department began treating him. He was transported to a local hospital where he succumbed to his injuries and was pronounced deceased. After a thorough examination of the handgun Mr. Marquez aimed towards the officers, it was discovered to be a Daisy Airsoft CO2 pellet gun. This gun had no markings to immediately distinguish it from a real firearm. As you can see here, it easily resembles a real handgun. The Public Safety Engagement Team was formed in 2019 to maintain order in public places while providing homeless individuals with a pathway out of homelessness. Team members specialize in providing resources and assistance to those experiencing homelessness, while also addressing issues of unlawful panhandling, camping, abandoned personal belongings, and vagrancy. This multi-department approach utilizes personnel and resources from the Riverside Police Department, Code Enforcement, Office of Homeless Solutions, Community and Economic Development, Parks and Recreation and Community Services, and contracted social workers from CityNet. When we have an officer-involved shooting, multiple investigations are automatically launched. Our officers do everything possible to de-escalate the various situations they encounter each day, and when any type of force is used, it is taken very seriously. Over the next several months, the Riverside County Sheriff's Force Investigation Detail, aided by our department and the Riverside County District Attorney's Bureau of Investigations, will continue to investigate and analyze this incident. The Riverside County District Attorney and his team will conduct a final review of the entire incident to determine if the officer's actions were compliant with current laws. Additionally, the City of Riverside's Community Police Review Commission, a civilian oversight committee for the police department, will conduct their own independent investigation and review this critical incident. Anyone with additional information related to this incident should contact any of the investigators listed here. Thank you for watching.